question a little bit about getting the ladies. Do you think it's easier to be getting girls if you're the bad boy or the nice guy?
Well, I think if you see on TV, you see a lot of girls like Sandra Bullock, Halle Berry, and guys like that. They're supposed to be the very, very sweet, innocent, similar type of girls, and they end up marrying these bad guys. And next thing you know, all of a sudden now these guys are not good enough for them. So, it's one of those things where it's a yin and yang. So a lot of girls like bad guys, and a lot of girls today like to have guys that go to McDonald's. But to me, I don't care what kind of girl it is, as long as she's cool.
What makes a cool girl, though?
Just say yes.
Am I blushing? I think I'm blushing. Well, speaking of members of the press, I actually want to open the floor to some questions, but of course, we want to keep it tame. No one's running across or anything like that. So, first question.
When are we going to see the topless basketball?
Yeah, that's a good question. Me and a friend of mine in New York, John, headquarters, we thought about this. He asked me, what would you think about doing a topless basketball game? I said, what about it? And I said, let's try it. And we asked so many girls, and girls said, we'd love to do it. And the main thing about that, we're trying to find a venue. If it's Vegas or it's in Sydney, Australia, or it's in London, somewhere that's going to be appealing to people that come and have a good time. And basically, it's not about a bunch of whores running around trying to shoot a basketball through a hole. You get that, right? But it's just come out there having a good time and stuff like that. When the game is over, then we just turn everything into a real big party. All we do is just move the floor, and next thing you know, it's a big club scene. It's all good, brother.
How do you find new plays? You have a tryout, a topless tryout, or something like that? Next question. I
would love to have a topless tryout. I would love
The only thing is, are you going to be topless? Because that's not fair.
Well, I'm already getting it going today. I got a little topless thing here. So, right here, some
very pretty shirt. Very nice. I like that. It's one of my favorite colors.
Dr. Abi Munir, executive producer for World Liberty TV. I just wanted to ask you, who were some of your role models as a basketball player?
He's asking what some of the role models were for Dennis growing up.
I never had one. I didn't like basketball. I started playing basketball at 20, 21 years old. So I never had a role model.
Any more questions?
Hey, Dennis. Who's got the rebounds on lock in the NBA today?
All right, the question is, who's got the rebounds on lock today? I don't know much about basketball, so you're going to have to translate.
Pretty much no one. No one. I just think the game is too wide open right now. Too many people on these stars. And it's like, Dwight Howard's a great guy. A couple other guys are great guys, but I don't think anyone's going to be my record 7 in a row.
How do you want to be remembered?
How does Dennis want to be remembered?
Shit, cool ass guy. Shit. It's a cool ass guy, man. Whatever. I can't, like I said, I'm just being Dennis Rodman. I'm not a pimp. I'm not a slut. I'm not just stuff like that. Let's go out and have a good time, party all the time, work out every day, take care of my kids. So that's a cool guy, man.
Who is your NBA championship pick for this year? North Carolina wants to know.
Who is the NBA championship pick for this year?
Well, it's pretty much wide open right now. If I had a good guess right now, I'll probably pick, I really don't watch basketball, but I'll probably pick, if it came down to it, probably Oklahoma.
What do you think of Commissioner Stern blocking the trade of Chris Paul to the LA Lakers?
Can you repeat that?
What do you think of Commissioner Stern blocking the trade of Chris Paul from the Hornets to the LA Lakers?
Well, it's bullshit, but it's the fact that when you got Commissioner doing something like that, I mean, he's making the guy's making $26, $27 million a year and has his own G5 for the last 10 years, and he can make his own contract and make his own. He can say anything he wants to, as you saw. But you gotta get a guy credit. He made this NBA the way it is today, so you gotta give him credit.
Any more questions for Dennis? Do you try wrestling? What are your thoughts on UFC? Would you ever do it? Would you ever get in the ring? I'd fight you.
Well, they asked me a couple times. They asked me, but I'm like, you gotta pay me a lot. I'm gonna get my brains beat out.
Andy Dick.
Yep. Over here, Andy. Over here.
Do you guys silver?
I used to play with this stuff too. Scott, that's a shot. Wow.
Are there any questions for Dennis? Dennis?
Hey,
Good doing, brother.
I gotta go. I'm late for cooking. How are you?